So I haven't done one of these in a while, and I figured it was time to get the ball rolling in. So this coming Saturday, I'm going to be playing with my subscribers all day long. I might live stream it, I might not, I don't know as of right now, but it's meant to be a laid-back chance to get some games in with me. And no, the YouTube owner's not invited, he can go fuck himself. So the plan is, for now, is that at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever the fuck time it is, I want to play with my subscribers and people that I haven't really had a chance to play with too much. Usually when I do raids and speed runs and shit like that, I play with the same crew that I normally play with. But this time around, I want to play with people who I normally don't get a chance to play with. People that might be on my list and haven't had a chance to get into games with me and shit like that. People that message me saying, hey, can I get in a few games with you and whatnot. So that's what I'm targeting this time around. People that have never had the opportunity to play with me and they get to be on the mic with me and ask me all these stupid questions and shit like that. That way, when spots open up in the future down the road or whatever the fuck we're doing, and we need someone for raiding or partying or going into the Crucible and shit like that, I'm familiar with that person because usually I tend to stick with the players that I already know. That's why you see people like Smelly, Sky, Brown, Lethal, people like that and shit that I play with all the time. Obviously, I've played with them. I know how they play. So when I have opportunities to play with them, we get in some good games together. And that includes all the old guys I've been playing with since Call of Duty 4, Hatred, Bite Crazy, Badge, and all those guys. I've been playing with them for years. So naturally, when we want to get parties together, we all party up into one big group. But now, I want to start inviting new people into our parties. That way we could get a whole big group. And not to mention, other people can meet friends of my subscribers, and they can get into parties with each other, so that way you're not feeling like you're playing with the same guys all the time. So for those of you who want to get some games in with me, but we're too shy to ask or join or whatnot, now you're more than welcome to do so. You're more than welcome to come out and get some games with me and have a good time with no pressure and just a laid-back environment just so that we can kick the shit around and have some fun in this motherfucker. Now the goal is to do the raids this Saturday. All on hard mode, but all for fun. No speed running, no challenges, no restrictions or shit like that. Just kick back, enjoy the best part of working as a team together in Destiny. Now, I'm not really going to focus on the Prison of Elders as much because I can only take 2 people with me at the same time. You know what I'm talking about? At least with a raid, I can invite 5 people to do a full 6-man raid. But with Prison of Elders, it's just fucking limited to 3 people. That way, I can get a whole bunch more people and then we can chill, get some rewards, have some fun in games and shit like that, crack some jokes, shoot the shit, whatever the fuck we want. Basically, it's just a chance for you guys to party up with me and shit like that. Now, I don't have any restrictions per se, you know, other than you just need to be high enough ranked in to get an event. I don't care if you have a Gjallarhorn or not. I don't care if you've actually done the raid or not, whether you've used the relic, you don't know how to use the relic. I mean, the fact is, if we bring in people that don't know how to do Atheon or don't know how to do Crota, that's going to make it all the more fucking fun. Because the reality is, when people don't know what the fuck they're doing, then it takes a whole lot longer, and you're sitting there like, holy shit, I can't believe we could get through this. So if you don't have experience, by all means, come and join us. That way we could get some good games. And who knows, depending on what people may join, you guys might actually see some of the regulars there with me if you join in this motherfucker, whether it's Bite Crazy, Smelly, Krusty, you name it. Whoever's on at the time, we're just going to invite in, and we're going to get some games in and whatnot. So I have a sign up over at Prestige Gamers. The link is in the description. It's pretty informal, it's nothing fancy. Since I'm going to be on for like, what, 5 or 6 hours or whatever the case may be, I'm sure people will join up and then they might have to leave or go do something else, or someone can't start at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They might be able to only join up at 3 o'clock, so that way we can have people coming in and out, and that way everyone can get a chance to get some games in with me and whatnot. So it's literally just a matter of having enough space to get into the rotation and shit like that. Now I want to rotate as many people as I possibly can in the event, so if you log in early and I see that people want to play a little bit later, you might not be able to stay for the full 5 or 6 hours. So let's say you're able to get in at 12 o'clock, and let's say you're able to stay all the way through 6 o'clock, you get able to get all your raids in. Chances are I'll probably get in 2 or 3 raids or whatever with one person, and then we'll start rotating people out if other people are trying to get in. That way we keep it fair. That way everyone gets a chance to join in on the fun. Now the one thing that I know people might probably ask me is whether or not we'll play the Crucible, whatever. And as of right now, that's not on my list. Since this shit is all connection based and pretty much fucking horrible right now. Oh god, man. It'll just be a lagging, frustrating night of trying to play that bullshit. So I'd rather get in some games with some raids, which last longer, which are much easier because obviously it's co-op and you have to work as a team, as opposed to trying to sit and capture flags or kill people or try to do, oh god, man, I can't stand some of that shit in the Crucible and whatnot. So, as of right now, I have no itinerary for the Crucible or Trials or anything like that. Ideally, if you want to join, you want to save your raids till the weekend event, you know what I'm talking about? So you don't want to knock out your Vault of Glass and your Crota on Tuesday and Wednesday if you're going to try and get into this open lobby with me, because that way you can get some rewards on Saturday and whatnot, and that way you could do a couple characters or whatever the case may be. I'm personally going to be saving all my raids for the weekend, so that works out pretty good for me. I'll obviously save all 3 of my characters, all 2 raids, so I'll have 6 potential raids for 3 total characters, and you guys will notice that I keep switching up after the raids and whatnot. So the ideal itinerary would be to start on the Vault of Glass, then go on Crota on one character, and then I'll switch over to another character and do that shit all over again. We'll see how the shit goes, because obviously there's no structure, there's no agenda or a full route itinerary and shit like that. It's just good old-fashioned fun, the way the game is supposed to be. So in any event, visit the link in the description, sign up, or send me a friend request this week. That way I have you guys on my list. If you're not on my list as of right now, feel free to send me the friend invite. Now here's one thing. I know a lot of people have been asking me about this shit. Normally when people send me friend requests, it takes me like 2 or 3 weeks to accept that shit. And the reason is, I don't go into that part. I've taken off all my notifications, because sometimes when I'm playing in a game, I'm playing in Destiny and shit like that, the notification shit pops up right where the radar is, and that shit pisses me the fuck off. So some people will send me invites, some people will send me messages, they'll send me chat party invites and shit like that, but anytime I'm in the Crucible, I turn that shit naturally off. But when it comes to friend requests, I completely turn that shit off. So every now and then I have to go in and I visit that shit, and I'm like, oh look, I have 8 fucking friend requests here. And then I accept all 8 and shit like that. So obviously, I'll check it this week. Feel free to send me the friend request, and that way I'll go in and I'll accept this motherfucker. But in any event, everything is all based on first come, first serve. So if you go over to the website early, you sign up, you let me know what times you think could be on and shit like that. If you say you're only going to be on 12 to 3, if you were the first one to sign up, obviously you'll get into games 12 to 3. If you sign up early and you say, look, I can only make it from 4 to 6 o'clock, cool. We'll try and get you in up to 4, 5, 6 o'clock, whatever the case may be. That way, we can try and get as many people in. Now, I know this week was supposed to be the question and answer session, but with the Iron Banner running, the holidays, barbecues, and all that other shit, I didn't get the opportunity to do as many of these shits as I wanted to. I got through some of the questions, but I didn't get the full whole set done complete, so I wasn't able to get the whole thing up this week. But in any event, I will have some time in the following week. So next week is going to be the full answers to all of your questions. If you haven't asked a question by now, feel free to still shoot one over, and that way I can add you guys to the list, because I haven't completed them all. But in any event, go check out the link, visit the website, sign up, and then we'll get some games in on Saturday. And as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next video.